In November 2022, Bwala tweeted this: "The human brain is unique and miraculous. It works and functions optically 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, until you join APC. Then it stops working." Hey! Then November 2022, before election. That time he never joined APC. He did PDP. So waiting in the talk say your brain go to function well every day. So the moment when you join APC, your brain go knock. Your brain no get head again. They go begin look for babies to fix her. So when Bwala tweeted this, people no understand that. Now see waiting by the Bwala of today when he don't join APC, they talk.
On TikTok, these guys are brandishing the amount of monies that they received as monies that, as ransom. They're everywhere on social media. The intelligence agencies are unable to track and trace those guys, but they're easily able to pick up an average Nigerian who's frustrated and angry at what the Nigerian government is doing.
Let me give you one scenario. There is a regulatory body in Nigeria that has the database of Nigerian people and their phone numbers, right? There is also a body that deals with internet service provision, where if you are using an internet service that is covered within the sphere of Nigeria, we can trace through the IP address where you are, isn't it? If you are using Starlink, we cannot trace it because Starlink is not registered in Nigeria, it's in the space. That's the problem they have in Ukraine and Russia. These terrorists, they are most of the times, they are using cellular service and internet from the neighboring countries, not Nigeria. So it becomes tricky.
How convenient
that they are using
How convenient, Mr. Bwala,
that they are using
they're using Starlink. When did Starlink come into Nigeria?
Starlink?
Did he come after the Tinubu administration or before?
Well, I know Starlink. I've been using Starlink before President Tinubu was before he was sworn in as a president.
You see, when people tell you who they are, believe them. You don't need to start arguing with people. When they tell you, say this is who they are, believe them. So waiting Bwala, they tell you, say, he don't tell you ahead of time. Before you join APC, don't tell you ahead of time. Say, man, anything where you go see from me, if I join APC, don't know, say, no, my brain, they talk up. You know the kind of thing when this man don't talk is when he join this APC. You self go to wonder, is this coming from the same man where they talk, say, man, these people are not working? So you need to believe them. You need to believe them. I am beginning to believe this thing where Bwala tweeted 2022. I'm beginning to believe him. Because even clock will know the work. The day writes 2 times a day. You get? So it could be said this man don't see ahead. Imagine when they tell us, say, the reason why they say to track bandit, the reason why they never track them because they use Starlink. I can't ask how they can't take the track Yahoo boys when they use Starlink. Abi, then go give EFCC this job of tracking the bandits because it seems that they know how to track people the best. Maybe EFCC go post bush. Since the thing they're very hard for police and army to track. But EFCC they fit track people where they use Starlink. They browse. They talk saying na Yahoo, but they track them. Abi they indirectly they tell Yahoo boys made them they use Starlink so that they will not be traced. Remember, according to Bwala, human brain works 365 days in a year until you decide to join the APC. Then you go knock. They need to call Bebex. I bet you get brain where don't join APC. Mamma mia.
Other political parties to come together so we can join our hands and lead the country. The question I think people should rather ask is, does it mean when you say you are going to support President Bola Ahmed Tinubu means you are not going to critique policies that you do not disagree with? I think that's what they should ask. He is, again, the president of the Federal Republic. He's the president of the opposition. He's the president of the media. And when I visited that, it generated the question. You know what I asked myself? Governors on the platform of People's Democratic Party sometimes by going to the presidency, met President Bwala Tinubu, through their support to him and said they were going to support him. Nobody said they left the PDP. Nobody said that they don't have ideology.
Yours may be different because
why is it?
I mean, during the past election campaigns,
right,
you made very strong, unprintable remarks about President Tinubu.
Please recall it.
Let me remind you of some of the things that you said about him. Let's remind Mr. Bwala some of the things that he said.
Excellent. If you meet Tinubu, he will call Lagos for you. The dynamics in the north, in the west, and the rest of the places are not the same.
You don't think a track record matter in these ways?
I believe track record is much more fundamental, and both of them have not been able to establish a track record. For example, the Lagos of Tinubu, as early as at last year, mid last year, it was adjudged as the second worst city to live and work in. The Lagos of Tinubu is a Lagos where up till this moment people deliver and give birth in the slums. The Lagos of Tinubu is the Lagos that right now you have not been able to overcome what we call the traffic problem. But beyond that, the character of the candidate that govern Lagos is a dynastic type. So when he comes to national government, while he's trying to grapple with the realities of what the national government is, he's going to bring in, because he has always said, I will do here what I did in Lagos. What did he do in Lagos? In Lagos, the State House of Assembly they were like boy, what they say. His daughter is the Iyaloja of Lagos. So that means the entire market people of Nigeria will be under the control of his daughter.
This was a man that you criticized heavily. And there are heavier points that we have that we could show Nigerians of
Please
what
show.
you said.
Please
no,
show.
this is because the conversation is what we need to have.
Because if
I will
you
show
have
more. Just
Right.
No, there are more of what you have said, which is out there in the public domain.
Yeah.
You had even said about joining the APC and what it means to the mental capability of the politician. Now, so what has changed between then and now? You've criticized this man that is not fit to be president.
No, I didn't say he's not fit to be president. I said, in comparison to the candidate I was advocating for, that Atiku Abubakar had superior idea over him. The simple answer is this.
Do you still believe that view?
No, listen to me. The simple answer is this, which President Bwala Tinubu knows. During electioneering process, it is like a trade fair. You go as a salesman to market your candidate to the Nigerian people. And you market yourself, this one is better than this one can serve a better purpose than this. During the salesmanship or during the trade fair, as often as people will call it. Now, what has changed is your question. What has changed is that then was politicking, political campaign process. Now it is governance. The reality now is that what I argued to persuade the Nigerian people to vote my candidate over him, whether it worked or it didn't work, President Bwala Tinubu is the president. It will amount to insanity to go back to the history and begin to talk about what you cannot change, which is the fact that he is the president and the mandate is for 4 years.
So those decisions that you made, Mr. Bwala, were not based on ideological or integrity issues.
If I land, you will understand what I'm saying. So what you do as a salesman is to demarcate the suitability of the other product and market the suitability of your product. It's a fair play. It's a principle of fair play. It is like in the football. You play for Chelsea, you play for Arsenal. You do your best to support your club. When the match is ended, people shake their hands, people move, and they move to the other lives. Can you imagine after Chelsea and Manchester United finish playing ball and the match is ended and they go to the street and they continue playing there? Does it make sense? That's the rules of politics. And so as a spokesman, that was my duty. And I did that. I dispensed or I exhibited what I believe to be the quality to the best of my knowledge. But let me tell you what will surprise you and many Nigerians who are watching tonight. When I walked in to meet Mr. President, the first thing he said was, Daniel Bwala, it's nice to see you. I have been following your interviews and even your tweets. about your opinion on issues of government. And I must say, I'm quoting, I must say, you are one of the most intelligent young men, very articulate and respectful in the conduct of your duty. Please sit down. Well, then, game over. So for anybody who wants to be a critic, that's why I talked about Lincoln on leadership. When you are genuinely a leader, you will understand the difference.
So this is about President Tinubu, not really about what you have done. Because
yes, what I've done, like
no, in the sense that if he doesn't have a good character to have drawn you to himself, you know, it wasn't about what you have done to him, because some leaders will never have called you to
right. So that's what makes him exceptional.
So that is what played out.
It's a quality. And let me tell you the second one. He now told me, when you left, if I tell you I was not happy, or I was happy, I would lie to you. I didn't fancy your leaving. Then he went ahead to address why I left and why he thought I should not have left, because he does not represent the character of somebody that will use religion to disenfranchise people. He gave me facts and figures, and they cannot be controversial.
So that was the reason you left the APC, because of religion?
When I left because of the same faith ticket. The opinion has been expressed everywhere. Mm-hmm. The election is over. We are now in governance. As a Christian, the Bible says no one wield power unless it is given to him by God. Secondly, the Bible says people in authority, you should pray for them and you obey them. So for those who want to say because you criticize that proposition and therefore now you're supporting the administration, therefore it amounts to hypocrisy. I even laugh at people absurdity.
You don't think it is hypocrisy?
It's not hypocrisy.
What you fought and you left, you said on ideological basis, on the basis of your faith, that you do not support.
I couldn't advocate for that,
You did not support the Tinubu ticket because it's a Muslim ticket.
Correct.
It's against your faith. And you left.
I didn't say against my faith.
But now you do not agree with it.
No.
You do not agree with it.
Let's get the word straight. I didn't say against my faith. I say against my conviction. The point is, now he is the president. Who gave him the power to be president? Is it not God?
But is it now in your conviction? It was
the Bible says pray for your leaders. Pray for your leaders in authority and obey them.
So ideologically, you don't think that switching from what you do not believe or convinced about and now arguing that same thing that you were not convinced about is hypocrisy?
Now, it's not hypocrisy. Let me tell you one fact that some people who are trying to eulogize and overblow a perception in this life. You had a relationship before you got married, probably, and you thought you were going to marry the girl. It didn't work out. You ended up getting married. A pastor in a church thought that this is everything. He later left the church and started his own. So a member of a church is attending this church. He changed to another church. A media mogul may be working in this television house. Tomorrow he changed to another media. A businessman will be doing this line of business. Tomorrow he changed. A footballer is in this club. Tomorrow he changes. These things are the normal course of events in life. Facts change opinion. You make decisions based on available fact. Do you get the point? The fact that he was not a president, but a candidate running to be a president, at a time when my principal work was to sell my candidate more over and above him, I dispatched or I exhibited, I often get the wrong word, the best way to use that. I discharged my duty to the best of my knowledge. But facts have changed, and this is where we should elevate the argument in Nigeria to a point where our people will stop thinking this primordial thinking. Can you imagine in religion a pastor can leave the church and start a church? They don't say he doesn't have ideology. They don't say he doesn't have conviction. They don't say beliefs. But in politics, which principally is a game that is based on national interest, group interest, peers interest, and the general course of purposeful event. Now, the Constitution of Nigeria, which I believe is above what you think, above what I think, guarantees the right of association. The Constitution does not limit the frequency of the guarantee. Some of the people we advocate for have changed political parties. And then you are now condemning me. I have not even said I have left PDP.
Mr. Bwala, this is an ideological issue. This is a moral issue.
What is it about morality?
Your decision to say that, President Tinubu, whatever he's doing now, you are willing and you are now convinced of seeing otherwise based on whatever you have told Nigerians. Right. You know how influential your voice was during the